Safety Toolbox Talk number 234. Fire Watcher Role and Responsibility. Watch for any hazardous conditions, and stop the hot work in the event of any potential fire hazard development. All fire watch personnel will take part in a pre-task meeting to discuss the contents and conditions set out in the permit to work. Having fire extinguishing equipment readily available and being well-trained for its immediate use. Being familiar with facilities and procedures for sounding an alarm in the event of a fire and having a means of notifying emergency services. Maintaining the conditions and requirements stated on the safety permit. Inspecting the entire work area to look for potential release of flammable vapor or liquid before, during, and at the end of each shift. Keep all proof taps/shield/blankets in place. All gas bottles and cutting gear should be fitted with flame arresters, and the hoses should be checked to ensure they are in good condition, and with no leaks that could lead to very dangerous situations, particularly in confined spaces. Never leaving the job site while the work is being done. Check all welding cable for damage prior to using them. Do not have cables laying in water. Do not let cables become a trip hazard for others. Route all cables in the safest way possible. Remain in constant attendant, including breaks and lunch, until 300 minutes after the job is done. Use these blankets to cover sensitive areas or equipment when burning or cutting. Fire watcher has covered electric cables with a fire blanket to prevent them from being damages by hot slag. When fire watching, it is very important that you watch for conducted heat that can cause fires to break out in adjacent compartments. In many cases, you will have to have 2 fire watchers to ensure a safe operation. Always be aware of what you are welding or burning on. Check to see that nothing flammable is on the other side. It could be a fuel or gas tank. Give a thought to others that use the rig and keep them out of harm's way. When it is necessary, barrier off the area and post signs in dual language to warn people of the dangers. Always use signs to highlight dangers that people should look out for. Remember to have them in dual language so we can all understand what the sign says. If you are working with welders at close proximity, then you too will need good eye protection such as this full face shield while the welder uses gouging rods. Do not be afraid or embarrassed to stop anyone entering a danger area. It is the obligation of all personnel on the rig to stop the operation if they see a condition that is unsafe. And this applies to all the work we do. If in doubt, stop and reassess the work. It is better to be safe than sorry. How about this for poor housekeeping and a serious fire hazard? The can at the back contains thinners. If you had to work in an area like this, stop to get the hazards cleared before you set up for hot work. Do not leave the hot work site until 30 minutes after the work has finished, even if you need a coffee break. If you want to leave before the 30 minutes, then you must have a relief to take over from you. No exceptions. Thank you.